Abuelo. Yeah. Que bueno. Que bueno. Que bueno. Mi llevo. Mi llevo. Mi llevo. Mi llevo. Kubelejin. Kubegidi. Kubelozu. Kubelejin. Kubegidi. Kubelozu. Abuelo. Kubelejin. Kubegidi. Kubelozu. Kubelejin. Kubegidi. Kubelozu. Yeah. Que bueno. Que bueno. Que bueno. Mi llevo. Mi llevo. Mi llevo. Mi llevo. Kubelejin. Kubegidi. Kubelozu. Kubelejin.
Hi, welcome once again. My name is Kiatua. Today we'll be addressing how to address people in Nupe language. Okay, that phrase, addressing how to address, doesn't sound so right, but you all know that English is not my first language, Nupe is. So all I was trying to say is today we'll learn how to address our uncles or aunties, our parents, our siblings, our friends, and lots more in Nupe language. And we'll also be learning the importance of addressing them as so. If I get into this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment, and click on the notification bell down below so you get notified when subsequent videos are being posted. In Nupe culture, we are highly respectful. We don't just address people by their names. Even if the person is just a week older than you, you cannot call the person by their name. So it's a very interesting culture, and today we'll be also talking about the difference between addressing people from your mother's side and the difference between addressing people from your father's side. So I'll be going in this hierarchy from the grandparents to the parents to the aunts and uncles to the siblings to friends and lots more. So, addressing my grandfather, I'll simply say Ndako. Ndako means grandfather, and it could either be grandfather from my mother's side or grandfather from my father's side. So if I want to address my grandma or my grandmother, I'll say Noko. Noko means grandmom in Nupe, and it could either be grandmom from my father's side or grandmom from my mother's side. Addressing my dad, I would say Baba or Mda. So if I want to say father, I can either say Mda or I would say Baba. If I want to address my mother, I would either say Mna or Mama. So similar to addressing grandparents, because remember I said if I want to address my grandfather, I would say Ndako, but if I want to address my father, I would just say Mda. So if I want to address my mother, I would say Nna. If I want to address my grandmother, I would say Nnoko. So that's simply like the basic difference, but you could easily say Baba or Mama for parents. If I want to address my auntie, now this is where it gets really interesting. In English, when you want to address an aunt or an auntie, you just say aunt or auntie. But in Nupe language, it's interesting that the way you address your aunt from your father's side is different from the way you address your aunt from your mother's side. That is really, really interesting, and that's like the interesting twist to the culture. So if I want to address my aunt from my father's side, I would say Gogo. Gogo means aunt from father's side. But if I want to address my aunt from my mother's side, I would say Nagi. Nagi means aunt, but from mother's side. So it's really interesting that you do not call your aunt from your mother's side Gogo, and you cannot call your aunt from your father's side Nagi. So let's know the difference and let's not mistake the differences. We just learned how to address your aunt from both mother and father's side. So now we're going to learn how do you address your uncle from father's side and how do you address your uncle from your mother's side. So addressing your uncle from your father's side, you call your uncle Undagi. Undagi means uncle, but uncle from your father's side. Now, when you want to address uncles that are from your mother's side, you say Umma. Umma means uncle also, but they are uncles from your mother's side. So just like how you address aunties from your father and mother's side differently, you address uncles from your father and mother's side differently also. So let's not mistake addressing our uncles from our mother's side the name we're supposed to address uncle from our father's side with. So there's a thin line between them. They both mean uncle, but it's not the same. The pronunciations are not the same. The relationship are not the same. How do I address my siblings? Now I have some explanations to give. Now, Yaya is a title that you give to people that are older than you, be it a sibling or an outsider that is older than you, that isn't your parents, your uncles, your aunties, or in the age bracket of your parents, uncles, grandparents, and aunties. So, if I want to refer to my elder brother, I'll simply say Yaya. If I want to refer to my elder sister, I can also say Yaya too. Assuming my sister's name is Bodhi and she is my elder sister, I will refer to her as Yabodi. Now, remember I said anyone older than you will refer to the person as Yaya. So why am I suddenly just excluding the second Ya and just putting one? Now, I will only say Yaya if I don't want to call the name. If I just want to say elder one, I would say Yaya. But if I'm including her name to it, I would say Ya. I don't know if this makes sense, but I don't want to confuse nobody. But I'm going to take it all over again. So if I am not including the name, I would say Yaya. But if I am including the name, I would say Ya Body. Okay. The same goes to if I am referring to my brother. Assuming my brother's name is Saba, I would say Yasaba, not Yaya Saba. That doesn't even sound right? So if I am including the name, I would say Yasaba. If I am not including the name, I would just simply stop at Yaya. And Yaya is just elder one. Someone that is older than you. Someone may be wondering if I am calling my sibling Yaya, or I'm calling my sibling, I'm adding the name and I'm saying maybe Yabodi. How do I now address my cousins? Now, your cousins are your siblings also. Yes, your cousin sister is your sister. Your cousin brother is your brother. So it's the same way you address your brother that you address your cousins or your cousin brother or your cousin sister. You may be wondering, how do you address someone that is younger than you? Well, it's easy. That's the only time that you can address someone by their name. So you could simply call the person's name. That's the only time you can address someone by their name. So now that you know how to address your grandparents, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, and even your siblings, how do you address your friends? Friend means Eya. Eya is the Nupe word for friend. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe, like, comment, and click on the notification bell if you haven't already, so that you get notified when other awesome content comes up on this channel. Thank you and God bless. And no, let me say this in Nupe. Yeboserahin na yedambo bemi micha video na sajina tsunami kiata mimewakan yebo video na may subscribe may like wato button ndo china don tako video na yina obo wangayawe kamina yika la video woro tiana say kadeki
Abuelo, yeah. Que bueno, que bueno, que bueno. Mijebo, 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 mijebo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Abuelo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Yeah. Que bueno, que bueno, que bueno. Mijebo, 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 mijebo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Abuelo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Abuelo. Abuelo. Yeah. Que bueno, que bueno, que bueno. Mijebo, 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 mijebo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Abuelo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Yeah. Que bueno, que bueno, que bueno. Mijebo, 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 mijebo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Abuelo. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Kubelejin, kubegidi, kubelozu. Abuelo.